In December of 2019, the Australian Department of Education announced that the first school was going to have gender-neutral bathrooms. It was going to be so woke and progressive, and they didn't understand why people didn't like that. Yeah, it was the Fortitude Valley State Community College, which is actually just a high school in Queensland. After that announcement, there was public outrage, and this is actually surprisingly rare, where parents on, I guess you could say, our side are willing to take a stand and say, no, this isn't going to happen. We don't actually accept this. And that happened, actually. There was public outrage for once. And the department backed down, or most specifically, the Queensland Premier stepped in, that's essentially their head of state, who intervened and said, okay, we will back down to the outrage, and now the school will have separate toilets, separate locker rooms, like it always has been. And, it was only recently that this whole thing became popular, this idea of mixing girls and boys together to satisfy the gay lobby, we'll just call it. But I think this is an important story because it specifies that, fighting back actually works. You have people who are cowardly, sometimes in corporate positions, sometimes in government positions, who make certain decisions like, let's have unisex bathrooms, because they're afraid of leftist mobs, outrage mobs of sorts, and they have to be shamed into doing the right thing. It's like they make a decision from a position of cowardice, and what needs to happen is they need to realize that if they make a decision against decency, as was made in this case, they will face a different type of mob, I guess you could say. They will face massive criticism from our side, from conservatives, from decent people. Right now, there is this idea that if a corporate or governmental entity does something that is anti-decency, that our side will just kind of take it. That the only thing you have to worry about is a mob on the left, because those people, they speak up, they scream, they call, they try and get people fired, they send emails, they do all this stuff, and then our side is kind of timid. We need to stop being timid. We need to, force people who are particularly cowardly and spineless to make the right decisions. We have to start standing up. Otherwise, you have situations more like what goes on in England, where the schools over there are so bad with now the forcing of boys in girls' toilets that girls are avoiding using bathrooms altogether in some British schools, or even avoiding drinking throughout the day so they don't have to go to the bathroom. That's horrendous, and not to mention actually can cause some health problems, and that's a result of parents not speaking up, not being willing to say, this is wrong and we won't allow it, and this needs to change. Don't leave yet, remember to like and share the video, and if you want to be reliably notified of new videos, sign up for my newsletter. Also, if you'd like to support the production of these videos, I'd appreciate it if you supported me over at Subscribestar, or you can buy one of our Healthwise healthier products, or you can even get yourself some merch.